Hello viewers, stay on the case of Blessing CEO. I promised you yesterday that I would be uploading who debunked Blessing CEO lies to the public as she claimed that she's a patient of stage 4 cancer. Now what happened? Blessing CEO asked for her friend's results, which she got. But what she failed to do was to ask her friend the stages and how treatment went from day one up to the time she had the interview yesterday where she disgraced herself and couldn't defend anything. We saw a defenseless person without any evidence, couldn't provide any tangible, reasonable, reliable answer to the questions the doctors put across to her. And at a time, a lawyer began to interview her. For me, the lawyer part is interrogation. I believe you heard Daddy Freeze telling Blessing CEO, be careful, make sure you get your dates right. This is a lawyer interviewing you. That was, by the way, the yesterday video. I promised that I am going to upload what happened, who debunked Blessing CEO lies. Know who your friends are. It's unfortunate what transpired. So Blessing CEO went as far as, after Blessing CEO received the hospital reports from her friend, now she doctored it. She tampered the documents, changed the names, and put different phone number. So when you contact, the voice you are going to hear is not the voice from the hospital where her friend was admitted, diagnosed of cancer, and treated. Well, I will not go further to continue to explain this. I am going to play the video of who exposed Blessing CEO. He exposed her too bad. Watch.
I understand. Continue.
Okay.
I asked a question. I said, can you walk us through what has your family passed through from the very first day you people saw your sister's result online? What happened from time till now?
Okay. It's very disheartening, very disheartening that people can go this length to chase clout and dupe people of their hard-earned money. And while we are doing this, my sister is very traumatized. She is very traumatized. My sister was diagnosed of that illness, and she's gone through her chemo, and God is healing her. She's better. Let me say it that way. Then, on Saturday, just this last Saturday, she called me and said, Bro Chidi, there's a situation, there's something I need to tell you. And I said, Ife, I was in Abuja. And I said, Ife, what is it? She said, there's a situation, somebody is using my predicament to dupe the innocent people, some suspecting public. And I said, okay, calm down, tell me, walk me through it. And she was like, Blessings, do I know Blessing CEO? I said, yes, I don't know her in person, but I see her online. I know her antics. And she said, yes, Blessing CEO is her client. And they have her best friend and business partner, Blessing CEO, models for her. And one day, Blessing CEO, all of the blues. When my sister was going through this ordeal, Blessing CEO was aware of it. She knew everything my sister was going through. So all that she's doing now, all that she has done is planned. She planned it out. She has, sorry, I'm digressing. She has called my first cousin, who is a lawyer in Abuja, that she doesn't even have cancer. This is how she makes her money. That this is how she makes her money. But we will not depend on those things, because if we don't cry out to the world that this is happening, it will be us tomorrow, and we will be an accomplice, because it's my sister's medical report we are talking about here. So she called in that fateful day and told the lady, oh, I have a lump in my breast. I have this lump in my breast. My doctor said it's cancer. But the lady said, what are you talking about? She said it's on stage 4 already. And the lady said, you can't just say that. You need to go and take the lump out, send it for biopsy. Then they will decide if it's cancerous or not. You can't just say, do you know what stage 4 is? Stage 4 is the critical stage. If you've been with cancer patients, nobody will wish that to anybody. So she said, okay, she'll go and do that. Then a couple of weeks later, she returned and said, oh, the doctor said it's cancer, it's on stage 4. Then she has started posting where she shaved her hair. I don't know if people are gullible. You don't shave your hair. Your hair falls off when you start your treatment, when you start going through chemotherapy. The treatment takes off your hair because it's a hard treatment. So she shaved off her hair and she called again. And my sister was on the line with her. And she said, this is the trick. She said, please, Zazie is my sister's business name. She said, please, Zazie, can you send me your medical report so that I can compare it to the one I have, the one the doctor gave me? When my sister was telling me this, I said, don't send it to her. She said, Bro Chidi, that is what I'm telling you. The medical report has been doctored and altered. It's online. I said, what a grave mistake. Now we need to tell the world what she's doing because she's already duping people. And she said, please send it to me. Let me compare it to the one I have. That was the trick. That was what happened. My sister innocently sent it to her. Without knowing, she put her phone on disappearing messages. That's why I told you that she planned out everything she's doing. But we'll see this to a logical end. We will not, because the public is involved. What I'm begging Nigerians, what I'm pleading with Nigerians is, if you have been duped by this lady, come out. Let's her be investigated. The charts you showed online here are real. They're not doctored, they're not fake. So she now went. I was born and brought up in Enugu. She went and Blessing CEO grew up in Enugu as well. She went and took out my sister's name. If you see the character are not the same. She took out my sister's name, put her name, took out the hospital address, put her an unknown address in Enugu, then took out the doctor's number and put a number. People say they are calling it and it's somebody Hausa person. Now she now sent it to a blogger to publish. That's why she's ranting all over social media, forgetting that she went down to Asaba with IVD, her fiancé, and met with my sister's husband, the lady, my sister's friend, and her own husband. Why I'm saying this, I'm not going to mention the lady's name because she has not given me permission to mention. This is live program.